Song of Hope by Thomas Hardy. O sweet tomorrow, after today, there will away this sense of sorrow. Then let us borrow hope for a gleaming, soon will be streaming, dimmed by no grey, no grey. While the winds wing us, sighs from the gone, nearer to dawn, minute beats bring us, when there will sing us larks of a glory, waiting our story, further anon, anon. Doff the black token, don the red shoon, write and retune, vile strings broken, null the words spoken, in speeches of ruing, the night cloud is hewing, tomorrow shines soon, shines soon. Thanksgiving by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. We walk on starry fields of white and do not see the daisies. For blessings common in our sight, we rarely offer praises. We sigh for some supreme delight to crown our lives with splendour, and quite ignore our daily store of pleasures sweet and tender. Our cares are bold and push their way upon our thought and feeling. They hang about us all the day, our time from pleasure stealing. So unobtrusive many a joy, we pass by and forget it. But worry strives to own our lives and conquers if we let it. There's not a day in all the year but holds some hidden pleasure, and looking back, joys oft appear to brim the past's wide measure. But blessings are like friends, I hold, who love and labour near us. We ought to raise our notes of praise while living hearts can hear us. Full many a blessing wears the guise of worry or of trouble. Far-seeing is the soul and wise who knows the mask is double. But he who has the faith and strength to thank his God for sorrow has found a joy without alloy to gladden every morrow. We ought to make the moment's notes of happy, glad thanksgiving. The hours and days a silent phrase of music we are living. And so the theme should swell and grow as weeks and months pass o'er us, and rise sublime at this good time, a grand thanksgiving chorus. Everything is going to be all right by Derek Mahan. How should I not be glad to contemplate the clouds clearing beyond the dormer window, and a high tide reflected on the ceiling? There will be dying, there will be dying, but there is no need to go into that. The lines flow from the hand unbidden, and the hidden source is the watchful heart. The sun rises in spite of everything, and the far cities are beautiful and bright. I lie here in a riot of sunlight, watching the day break and the clouds flying. Everything is going to be all right. This too will pass by Grace Noll Crowell. This too will pass. O heart, say it over and over. Out of your deepest sorrow, out of your deepest grief, no hurt can last forever. Perhaps tomorrow will bring relief. This too will pass. It will spend itself, its fury will die as the wind dies down with the setting sun, assuaged and calm, you will rest again, forgetting a thing that is done. Repeat it again and again, O heart, for your comfort. This too will pass, as surely as passed before, the old forgotten pain and the other sorrows that once you bore. As certain as stars at night, or dawn after darkness, inherent as the lift of the blowing grass, whatever your despair or your frustration, this too will pass. Enemies by Wendell Berry. If you are not to become a monster, you must care what they think. If you care what they think, how will you not hate them, and so become a monster of the opposite kind? From where, then, is love to come? Love for your enemy, that is the way of liberty. From forgiveness. Forgiven they go, free of you, and you of them. They are to you as sunlight on a green branch. You must not think of them again, except as monsters like yourself, pitiable because unforgiving. Keep Going by Edgar Guest. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, and the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turns about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to a faint and faltering man. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup, and he learned too late when the night slipped down how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt, and you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar, so stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you mustn't quit. Coming by Philip Larkin. On longer evenings, light, chill and yellow bathes the serene foreheads of houses. A thrush sings, laurel surrounded in the deep bare garden, its fresh peeled voice astonishing the brickwork. It will be spring soon, it will be spring soon, and I, whose childhood is a forgotten boredom, feel like a child who comes on a scene of adult reconciling and can understand nothing but the unusual laughter and starts to be happy. Influence by Joseph Norris. Drop a pebble in the water, and its ripples reach out far, and the sunbeams dancing on them may reflect them to a star. Give a smile to someone passing, thereby making his morning glad. It may greet you in the evening, when your own heart may be sad. Do a deed of simple kindness, though its end you may not see. It may reach, like widening ripples, down a long eternity.